GKS Samurai, Mordheim Wanderers, Serpent Strikers, and Sheet Freaks, the glorious semifinalists of Snot League Season 8. And today, you're gonna see which of these savage crews claws into the grand finale. I'm Henry Snotson, your trusty guide through Telesnot, and we're diving headfirst into the carnage. No bloody dawdling. Let's get to the slaughter! Every seat in the Death Hole Stadium was snapped up. A roaring sellout for this bloodbath. Serpent Strikers splashed cash to hire Gorlam Goreblade, banking on his fiery blade to shred the Sisters of Sigmar. Only to forget one tiny detail. Weapons are strictly banned? The match erupted in chaos as rabid fans stormed the pitch, demanding autographs and souvenirs from the Moranion's nuns. An unexpected price of fame. I guess. All this enthusiasts was wrecking the Sigmarites' opening strategy and dragging the Wanderers into a messy brawl. The Snakeman's venomous fangs couldn't pierce the nun's armor, while Quinn Ravada, still raw from a quarterfinals thrashing, went berserk, knocking out 3 strikers before halftime.
No. Wait.
With a 5-player edge, the Sisters seized the lead. The Strikers ignored a tie chase before the break, targeting linemen instead, nailing one, but a botched mass foul got rookie Brian Hotwing ejected, boosting Wanderers' dominance. This time, Joseph didn't hesitate with the medic. Perhaps a chat with his players shifted his save for the right moment mindset. Outnumbered, the Strikers stalled for a comeback, but it cost them dearly in bodies. The rented Gorlam, after nun stompings, was trampled into a bloody pulp, a costly cue for Sidewinder Sam to stop delaying his score. Yet this left Moranion's maidens plenty of time to bump the score to 2-1, securing their second Snot League final. A familiar stage for our crafty coach, storming for his second trophy. Now, meet his final rival. Despite their group stage glory, few gave Sheet Freaks a ghost of a chance. Those spectral sods tripled their efforts to prove the doubters wrong. GKS Samurai, meanwhile, took the Zen route, meditating and chilling like bloody monks. Which path paid off, eh? Hotman, one jittery phantom, lost his head and brawled with the ref. Big mistake, you daft spook. Never argue with the ref when Big Ogre Bodyguard is standing next to him. That shatter their ghostly offense. Spook doubled down, fouling a down sumo, but that fat-armored brute held firm. It took SS Stain's Haymaker to finally remove the warrior. Banshees, as always, lunged for a swift breach. Nice try, ladies, but not today. Samurai were ready, swarming the wraiths and snatching the ball. Ariana, the 2-headed Nippon warrior, snatched it and bolted, while Desperate Ghost flailed to reclaim it. When Demonic Oni ripped 2 apart, hope faded fast. First half ended scoreless. Second half turned sloppy. Muddy pitch and molehills tripped everyone up. Samurai, rattled by the Ghost's wailing, left the ball unguarded. A Banshee battle cry! The Wraiths kept stealing it, but their finishing stank, leaving them isolated. Samurai dug in at the end line, bleeding the clock, and scored in the final seconds. With mere moments left, Spiritus Sanctus botched a 1-turn touchdown, sealing the deal. Sheet Freaks slink back to their crypts to crunch spreadsheets, while GKS Samurai march as the second finalists. Now the only thing that can stop them is Joseph Moranion and his Sisters of Sigmar. Today we've got Coach Ritzy of the Serpent Strikers. Welcome to the Telesnot.
Thanks for the invite. Oh, I'm glad to be here.
This season was your finest slaughter yet, clawing to the semifinals. How's your team holding up? What's left of the sorry latte?
You are right. They got heavily beaten. Especially that 4 dead players did hurt. I always told them to get their armor right before the matches, but that silly snakes didn't like the idea. They were rather just slithering around. Well, if you don't want to hear, you have to feel it, right? But other than that, I can't complain about them. They always tried to execute on the pitch, and they did quite well most of the time. Especially Sidewinder Sam.
That Mordheim Wanderers match was a right mess. Plans went up in smoke. What went wrong?
First of all, congratulations to the Wanderers. They are a brutal team and will be hard to beat in the final. But what the hell did the ref out there? What's the problem with this little sword? Gorlam is a well-known star and famous for wearing it. And what's about all those gobos, ghosts, and nuns with knives? What is a knife other than a sword for some pesky creature that isn't strong enough to wear a sword? And then he even ejected poor Brian from the game. He didn't harm anybody there. He was just slithering around. How can that be a foul? However, that didn't help, but the Wanderers did a good job of eliminating my snakes. What was left at the end simply couldn't stop the final score. As I said, silly snakes, refusing wearing sufficient armor.
What was your take on the other semi? GKS Samurai versus Sheet Freaks. Got any thoughts on that bloodbath now it's done?
Henry, that was a real battle. I expected the samurai to wreak havoc on the freaks, but those undead were a right pain in the arse. Even when ripped apart, they crawled back onto the field after a bit. And those banshees were damn good. Ultimately, the samurai proved too much. Their slaughter leaving the freaks outnumbered. Scoring wasn't easy, but my pick was GKS Samurai nailing the game-winning TD in the final seconds due to the lack of enemies on the pitch.
So, we already know our Season 8 finalist. Any favorites to hoist the trophy?
I expect a thrilling game between GKS Samurai and Mordheim Wanderers. The key to the game will be Jace Dewsdraws. If he can get through the Wanderer's armor, it might be a long day for the nuns. But in this game, I don't see it. At least not enough. The Wanderers are well trained, have enough cash to buy some extra players. They won every game and have surrendered just 2 touchdowns. GKS Samurai have surrendered at least 1 touchdown in every game, with the lone exception against Hobby. So I go with the Wanderers winning it 1-0 this time.
Cheers for coming into our studio, Coach Ritzy. Can't wait to see what monstrous crew you draft next season.
Thanks again, Henry. Always great to be here. And I can't wait for the next season. You know, postseason is preseason. I guess I might enjoy something big that can kill elves in droves. Those draconians looked nice. And everybody likes dead elves, right? Oh!
That's it for today's Gore Fest. The big final match will be hosted live after that tea draft for the new season will took place. More details on our channel and fumble.com. Stay warm, stay bloody. Henry Snotson, out.